而我们的整个科技新浪潮里头，第三个值得注意的是 Twitter 啊。Twitter 最近有一些很重要的策略变化，其中之一呢是下个月它即将 IPO， 它 IPO 的价格可能不到 Facebook 的1/10。目前为止呢，它的发行价定在每股17到20美元。但是许多人看了它的获利模式，认为呢，基本上 Facebook 呢比较是属于以 marketing 炒作出来的股价，所以它一上市以后没有多久，非常快的股价就大跌。而这一次呢，整个对于 Twitter 的 IPO， 外界来的觉得他们来谨慎很多，某个程度也可能来的诚实的非常多。不过今天我们为大家要介绍的是这位非常重要的灵魂人物 Twitter 的老板 Dick， 他年龄并不轻了，但是他的喜剧演员之路走向 Twitter 是什么样的过程呢
？Twitter 执行长 Dick Costolo， 美国矽谷圈公认热情又不藏私的领袖。
I tell that to my managers. I say it's not your job as a manager to be omnipotent. Right? People will sometimes get promoted to manager and feel like, well, I have to know the answer to this question because I'm the manager of these people and they ask me a question.
绝顶的造型 ，Dick 的注册商标，如同他一路走来绝顶的选择。50岁的 Dick 曾成功创立3家网页设计和监控系统公司。最声名大噪的是，他在2007年以超过1亿美元的价格将提供资讯服务的 FeedBurner 卖给 Google， 并在2010年10月，这个被科技圈认为保持弹性比 Facebook 创办人扎克伯格更沉稳的天才，很少人知道。这位毕业于密西根大学资讯工程系的学生，第一份工作和热情却是职业喜剧演员。
I love you too.
2013年夏天，他回到母校密西根大学，分享笑看自己的一生。
You know I have to start by tweeting this, so just give me 1 second. I'm a professional, so this will only take a second. I loved the class so much that my second semester senior year, I took another acting class. And in fact, I started doing stand-up comedy, which I'd never done before, at the Michigan Union at the U Club. So that by the time I was sitting where you guys are today with my CS degree, I had offers from 3 technology companies to go work for them as a programmer, but I decided instead that what I would do is move to Chicago, try to get into the improv comedy group Second City, and go on from there to Saturday Night Live and Ultimate Fame and Glory. I was grinding away for a long time, and I had no money. And we would rehearse during the day and perform in these little theaters at night for free. And I was backstage and I thought of this amazing line. And I thought, I got to go out there and get into the scene and I'm going to get this line out. And so I enter the stage and I try to start moving the scene in the direction of what I wanted to say. And Martin stops the scene, says, stop. And he says to the whole class, but really he's talking to me. He says, you can't plan a script. The beauty of improvisation is you're experiencing it in the moment. If you try to plan what the next line is supposed to be, you're just going to be disappointed when the other people on stage with you don't do or say what you want them to do, and you'll stand there frozen. Be in this moment. That was great because when the internet happened, I know it's funny to you guys. When I was your age, we didn't have the internet in our pants. When he sent out his first tweet, just setting up my Twitter, he didn't plan for President Obama to declare victory on that platform in the 2012 election. None of us at Twitter thought during the earthquake and ensuing tsunami in Fukushima, Japan, that our service would be a great alternative communication platform. Not only can you not plan the impact you're going to have, you often won't recognize it even while you're having it. A few months after I started at Twitter, Russian President Medvedev was coming to the office. was there just for the day, and there were these guys in these crazy uniforms with these beautiful German shepherds that looked like they could kill you standing right next to them. And so there was just this huge buildup, and President Medvedev came into the office with his entourage, and there were all these reporters and cameras behind him, and he was going to send out his first tweet from the office to the world, and everyone was waiting for that to happen. And as he was walking down the hall, taking a tour of the office before going to send his first tweet, I get a tap on my shoulder, and I turn around and I say, "What is it?" And this person says to me, "The site's down." And being the thoughtful, charismatic leader that I am, I said, "Like, totally down?" Totally down. So the next day, you guys and the rest of the world read President Obama welcoming Russian President Medvedev to Twitter and declaring that we maybe no longer needed the red phone anymore because we could now use Twitter. But for me, that moment was the site is down. And it's always like that, not the site is down part. The impact is what others frame for you and the world after it happens. The present is only what you're experiencing and focused on right now. You have to figure out what you love to do, what you have conviction about, and go do that. You are awesome. You have excelled. Look at you. You look like an amazing giant choir. Be bold. Make courageous choices for yourself. Be in the Keebler Elf factory. What are you afraid of? And secondly, don't always worry about what your next line is supposed to be, what you're supposed to do next. There's no script. Live your life. Be in this moment. Thank you. #GoBlue.